Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through this game that I've created and the code that I've written for it. The name of the game is Red Hat Boy, and the instructions are to hit enter if I want this boy to run and to hit space if I want this boy to jump. So let's start this game. I have added the score on the top left corner, and the goal of this game is to keep the boy running by jumping over the flames that appear. I can hit either enter or space to start the game. And if I fail, this end screen displays my score and a try again button. If I hit this try again button, it will take me back to the starting page and I can start the game all over. The IDE that I have used to write this code is Visual Studio Code, and on the left hand side or the Explorer pane, I have all my resources, including the sprites, the audios, and the backgrounds that I've used. And for this game, I have used HTML to write my code, CSS to style my code, and I've used JavaScript to animate my game. First, in the HTML document, I have linked the two CSS files as well as the JavaScript file. I have also created a favicon and added it to the HTML file using this code line. This is the favicon that I've created. I have used divs or divisions to separate my document into sections, and I have created two such divisions for my introductory page as well as the game page. I have created classes so that I can access these relevant tags from my CSS files, and I have created IDs so that I can access these relevant tags from my JavaScript file. Under intro page, under the class intro page, I have added the elements of my introductory page, including the game name and the two images that I've used. Under the game page, I have added all the elements such as my background, the sprites, the end screens. So and then I have closed all my tags. That's it for the HTML document. So when it comes to my CSS code, I have used classes, class attributes to design my HTML document, and using absolute precisions, I managed to place the objects in exact location and not be affected by other styles. Using margin alignments, I positioned my objects to a desired location in my game. In classes like the end screen, I have set the visibility to hidden, and it is changed in my JavaScript code. This is my CSS code. So that's it for my CSS code. Here is my JavaScript code, which I used to animate my game. In this line, what I have done is wait for the DOM to be fully loaded before executing the codes. When a web page is loaded, the web browser processes the HTML code and builds a DOM, or a document object model. This DOM allows the JavaScript code to interact with the elements. Through this line, This hides the intro page by changing the CSS display property to none, so the user cannot see it. Through this line, I have modified the CSS display property to block. This makes the element visible to the user. Through this line, what I have done is, when a key is pressed, when a certain key is pressed, the key check function will be called. This allows the computer to identify and perform the actions based on whatever key is pressed. This line adds an event listener to the reload element. When the reload button is clicked, this function will be called. Then I have added the sounds and I have assigned them to variables. As you can see in this section, what I have done is I have created a function called keyCheck, and what this does is this checks the event of pressing a key, and if that key corresponds to this 13 value. This 13 value is the key code of enter. So if I press enter, this code is executed. That same logic is applied in this section. However, instead of the enter key, this checks whether the key that I have pressed is space, which is the corresponding key to the key code 32. What I have done using set intervals is to repeat the same function. For example, in this situation, the jump function every 100 milliseconds. By adding comments, I have made my code easier to read. By changing the src of my sprite, which I have saved under a variable called boy id, I have changed the image number of my sprite so that it appears to be running. That same logic is applied in this section, which makes the boy jump. In this section, I have created the motion of the background so that when I hit enter, it moves the background. What I have done is I have taken the background to be on a Cartesian plane, and I have deducted 20 from the background. In this section, I have created blocks, and through this section, I have created the motion of a block. In this segment, I have created the score so that it increases every time the boy runs. In this section, I have created my code so that when I fail or when I hit an obstacle, in this case the flame, the boy appears to be dying. I have done that by assigning 0 to the variable developer ID, and by changing the source of my boy ID. So this is my JavaScript code. And that is a wrap. Thank you for watching.